Hello and welcome to Member Monday. My name's Daphne Doody Green and I'm the CEO of the Bathroom Association, and I'm delighted to have John Gibbs with us this morning. He is the Managing Director from Warrant Group and also a member. So I'm delighted to have you on today, John. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks, Daphne.
Good,
Great to be here.
Yeah, great to have you. So let's get started then. Can you tell us a little bit about Warrant Group and how you can help our members?
Okay, so Warrant Group is as you can tell by my accent, a Liverpool-based freight forwarder with around 70 staff. We offer a full suite of logistics solutions covering road, air and sea, but also a licensed customs broker. So we complete about 80,000 clearances a year. Our sea freight business is significant as we move over 40,000 TU of import and export combined. We also have a large footprint in the bathroom sector too. So we're actually involved with a couple of the members already. So we thought that by joining the BA, we could offer value for the members and hopefully expand our footprint further in that sector. We're very well established in the industry and we've recently celebrated our 40th anniversary. I think it's probably fair to say, we have a reputation within the market for outstanding service levels, and that's kind of embedded in our core DNA. So there's a huge amount of choice out there for clients with thousands of freight forwarders to choose from. So we have to focus on differentiation. Our clients would tell you that we excel when it comes down to communication, service levels, and they know we can be trusted to look after their supply chain. So we don't tend to, we're obviously small, medium enterprise. We don't hide behind group mailboxes. Calls are always answered. Everyone's reachable. A lot of us 24/7. And we treat every customer as a VIP. I think it's fair to say our inbound supply chain model, which is, a lot of your members will be involved in that. It's the key differential in the market as we kind of take direct control of the inland rail and the road movement. So we take out our own dedicated warrant contracts with rail providers, and we also enlist local hauliers to perform the final mile delivery. So what this gives us is complete visibility on the delivery piece, which is crucial for a lot of customers. It enhances communication, gives us a direct line into the vendors, as opposed to what I would say is a traditional carrier haulage product, whereby the shipping line take control of the deliveries. And at times, visibility and reliability can be problematic.
Yeah.
A key benefit of our model also provides increased storage flexibility. So all our contracts come with extended port storage, but we also have the ability to offer further storage extensions at the likes of railheads and haulier yards as well. So the overall package kind of reflects significant cost savings for our clients.
Yeah.
In addition, if ever there's any pinch points and congestion, which we've seen down the years, and I think it's going to happen with the gradual kind of reopening of the Suez Canal route in this year. So we're also kind of safeguarded from those issues due to the rail contracts that give us surety of capacity, but also movement as well. So in summary, I think we've got a lot to offer your members from a logistics perspective. We appreciate everyone will already have their existing providers, and even if it's just a case of offering independent advice or an alternative viewpoint on the market, we'd be happy to engage.
That's great. Really helpful, hugely helpful overview. So thank you, John. So we're just into 2026. It seems to be picking up pace. We're mid-January now. So what has Warrant Group got planned for 2026?
So we spent a lot of time, probably last year, kind of focusing on diversification of our business. So our historical position of a reliable sea and air freight provider will just remain at the core of what Warrant Group are. But it's our intention to widen our scope a little bit further in other areas in 2026. So we opened up a small office in Newcastle, and we also have randomly a yachting and projects team based in the southeast. Yachting's incredibly niche, but it's a really exciting development for our business, and it's going really well. So they're both relatively new ventures. So the key for us really will be looking to grow those areas this year, in addition to our kind of continued push for growth in our historical core business. But we also have a really exciting development, which is the introduction of a warrant courier product. We brought in an expert in the field, Hannah Porter, is the person who'll be heading up the implementation, the rollout of what's hopefully going to be a game-changing kind of enhancement to our portfolio. So we've seen already through a lot of initial discussions that our buying power is already fantastic, and we're consistently able to beat direct courier pricing. So Hannah's got strong relationships with the likes of Royal Mail, every DPD, Amazon, amongst others. And so our involvement as a reseller essentially provides kind of competitive pricing, but also offers an avenue to actual people on the desk, which is sometimes a frustration of clients who deal direct with some of the courier companies. So, we've discovered kind of many of our historical sea freight clients have a requirement for this product already. So we've now got the ability to kind of offer a complete one-stop logistics package to both our incumbent clients, but also to prospective new customers. So it's quite a big year for the courier in particular, and that's kind of where we see a lot of kind of positives coming down the line.
Great, sounds like an exciting and busy year ahead.
Yeah, we hope so.
And can you name an instance when you have helped a customer through a very difficult time or crisis? It'd be really good to kind of understand the service in that light.
Okay, so I guess maybe tying into what I mentioned earlier about our inbound product. So we had a recent example whereby a couple of our clients implemented new warehouses into their businesses. This was back towards the beginning of last year, along with a new WMS system. So both of them saw a lot of challenges with those changes, which we were expecting. But what it meant for us and them really from a container perspective was that the inbound flows had to be delayed at quite short notice. It was basically required because the warehouses were struggling to manage the inbound intake at the same time of implementing these internal processes and system changes. So it got a little bit messy, I think it's fair to say, for a couple of our clients. And we were able to kind of immediately mitigate those challenges for those customers. So as I mentioned earlier, we have the ability to secure storage for containers in inland areas. So we kind of leveraged the long-standing relationships we have with our UK rail operators and our hauliers. And we also took advantage of the extended carrier free time agreements at port. So essentially, at very short notice, we were able to put into action a solution that kind of provided those customers with a lot of flexibility to push and pull deliveries to kind of in tandem with the implementation of the new warehousing processes until they got to a stage where they could kind of revert back to a full and normal delivery schedule. What that obviously meant in terms of kind of minimizing the operational headaches for them, we also were able to mitigate the cost exposure, which between each customer, you're looking at over 6 figures of reduced storage costs that we were able to kind of apply. So I guess that's probably an ideal couple of case studies to kind of demonstrate the inbound service that I mentioned earlier. I can say for absolute certainty that those solutions were not something readily available in the marketplace. So again, it kind of reinforces what I would say is a relatively unique position from a product offering.
Thank you, John. That was hugely helpful and great to hear more about what Warrant can provide for our members. So thank you for joining Member Monday.
No worries. Thanks very much. Cheers, Daphne.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.